So, continuing with my productivity, very much caffeine fueled today, I'm going to wash my daughter's school shoes as well. So, I'm just going to show you what I do to clean them up and share some little tips. So, in the sink, I have her school shoes. I just do this in the downstairs loo sink because I just find it the most practical and most easy, and I can just clean the sink afterwards. I use washing up liquid. That's just straightforward, cheap washing up liquid to clean out the insides of the shoe and the outsides. Now, I know some people say don't soak leather shoes, but we literally buy them leather shoes so that they stay dry when it rains. So I don't really get that logic, and I've never had a problem. So I'm just going to put a little squidge of washing up liquid in there. Sorry, that made the focus go all fuzzy. And use some hot water. And literally, I just fill up the shoe. Oh, look, her name label's just come off though. But I was going to change that one anyway because, as you can see, it's sort of all rubbed away. So I just do this. I just scrub it with my fingers. Rub down the sides, like so, right the way to the toes. Make sure you do the tops as well as the bottoms of the insides. Switch the shoes. Oh, feet are getting bigger. It's getting harder to do it in this little sink. There we go. She loves these shoes as well. They're like Little Mermaid ones. Got little pearls around the front. Really cute. Okay. So yeah, that's all I do. I just give them a little wash. Now this is handy if, if they spill something on them, if they get stinky feet. Some kiddos do have stinky feet. Luckily my girl doesn't. But also, they just, when they've run around with like bare feet or socks, and then they go put their shoes back on, the dirt transfers into their shoe, doesn't it? And you know, some children might have accidents whilst wearing their school shoes. If that happens, then you know the likelihood it's going to go down their legs into their shoes, isn't it? So this is another way you can help clean up those shoes after that kind of incident. Right, I'm going to get a bit of that water out like that. I've got these padded bits down the back, so just make sure I give that a bit of a squeeze, make sure there's not too much water in there. So yeah, I would, if they were really muddy, I would wash all the mud off the outside, but actually, considering the weather has been shocking, even the soles aren't bad, are they? So that's quite good. What is bad about these shoes though is the Velcro. Look at that, just gets caked in hair and fluff, doesn't it? So I'm going to show you in a minute how to sort that out. So as you can see, Emmy's shoes now need to dry, but we lost that name label. And the last time I did these for her, I just put a straight name label in each shoe when she got these ones, but she struggled to remember which foot to put which shoe on since doing that. So I'm going to go back to doing what I used to do. I'm going to use her sister's shoes, however, to show you this because her shoes are wet. So these are the name labels I use. They're just cheap ones off Shein and they've been brilliant. I don't think I'll be able to find them again to find you a link. So, plus that's time and I don't really have a lot of time. But if you really want to know, message me. So let's just pick one, anyone. I quite like this cheeky little hamster here. I think it's a hamster. Is that a hamster? I'd say so. So what I do is having the shoes so sort of facing you if you were the child trying to put them on. If you're trying to put them on your own feet. I take the label and I cut it in half. There we go. Right, it was stuck to the scissors then. And then I just put the first half of the name in the left shoe, but near the inner edge. Like, oh, lighting's not great, like that. Can you see? So it's in there near the inner edge. There's your cheeky, hang on, up here's your cheeky little hamster, and it says M. And then I'm going to put the other half of her name, kind of so it's in line, so you can do it across like that. And I'm going to put it on the other side as well. So when they are looking into the shoes, it says, if you can see, because the lighting is not great, it's a really grey day, so it's not helping with the lighting, but it says Emmy and then Lean, or Eline. But she knows how her name looks when it's written. So when she goes to put her shoes on, she'll be able to work out which way around they go by putting those two bits together. You can also do it with picture stickers, I guess. If you like have a smiley face sticker or something, or an animal, you cut that in half and then they can put it together like a puzzle as well. So that's my little hint and tip for name labels. Now the other thing I wanted to show you was the Velcro. Now Sister's Velcro is actually not as bad as Emmy's was, or is, because I haven't done it yet. But this is a little tip. Now the best thing to actually use is a sellotape dispenser, the serrated bit on a sellotape dispenser you cut the tape on. However, in true unorganised mum fashion, I can't find ours. So I'm going to use this knife. This is just like a veggies knife from the kitchen, but it's got that similar serrated edge. And I think it will work just as well. But obviously be careful if you're using these sharp things, because no one wants to get cut fingers. But what I do is I use the serrated bit to just scrape the Velcro. It's quite a satisfying sound, isn't it? Or maybe you find it annoying, I don't know. But I use it and I just scrape where all the stuff is stuck, and it lifts it. And you see it's going all fluffy. You see that? It's going all fluffy. So now I can just pull it away. And you just keep going until it's all out. I actually do think that's how it works better with the sellotape dispenser, to be honest. But it is coming out. It's coming out nicely. And this even will get Play-Doh out as well. Or sand. Oh my god, so much sand. Why do they have sand pits at schools? But look, this here, this is like loads of hair, isn't it, at this end? Or fluff or whatever. I always find they get it a lot on this outer edge because they sit with their legs crossed when they're on the carpet. And as you know, as your child grows, this bit doesn't get covered anymore by the fluffy side of the Velcro. So you can see that has lifted a lot out of it. If I kept going, I could get it all out. Just takes a little bit of time to get it all done. And actually, it almost helps occasionally if you wait until there's a bit more in there, because then you can just sort of lift it out in one bunch. But yeah, because when our kids are growing, you end up with a bit like this. They get a lot stuck on this part. You know, when you first buy the shoes, you don't think about it because the feet are littler and it covers that area. But yeah, we can get it all out. And then it'll end up nice and clean. And also, added bonus, it actually sticks properly now. So that's the other thing I do with the shoes. I'm going to let Emmy's dry on the radiator. Stick another name label in, but I'm going to do the cutting in half of one as well. I'm going to do both because if she loses a shoe when she's changed for PE or something, I don't want her to have a label that they don't really know who it belongs to, like if it's the one that just says lean. So I'm just going to do half in each for the working out which foot is which, and then a whole one in each as well. I'm going to put these on the radiator to dry, and then stick on some polish on the toes. I think I need to do these ones as well. And then those will be all done and finished and shiny and pretty for her at school. Hope that helps anybody.